Hello everyone, I'm Evgeny, aka Vibereason, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about virtual reality and augmented reality. I will try to argue why I don't like VR and why AR is our near future. First of all, about VR. Look, VR is really cool technology, and it is really good for games. But recently, I started to see videos about VR where people talk about how cool it can be for work. And this is where I don't understand why. They provide different facts, including the concept of the metaverse, and they say it is so cool, a virtual office, a virtual cafe, a virtual world. All this sounds exciting. Oh my god, really? All while you sit in a chair connected to some kind of headset through wires, because it can't walk all day without charging, so it has to be plugged in. They also talked about this cool audio effect called spatial audio. Like wow, I can hear different people from different sides. But really, I don't understand the point. Why do we have to put our real life and real world into a virtual one? Okay, yes, you can have the best computer, the best house, the best everything, if it won't cost additional virtual money in the future. Which I'm sure it will. But then, after 12, 15, 20 hours spent there every day, you still have to go back to real life. And you will see that you don't have the best room, the best computer, phone, keyboard, or even reflection in the mirror, and so on. So why? And here I have my own vision on how this should work, and we'll talk about it later. The last thing here is that we still don't know how it will affect our eyes, head, brain, and other parts of our body. Because one thing is to play games in these headsets from time to time, and another is to work in them full time, every day, for years. And then, after work, maybe play games, watch TV, or shop, all inside these things. At least you have to think before diving deeper. Now secondly, what I see and what I want from VR and AR. My position is definitely different from theirs, and here's why. I don't want to live in a virtual world, I don't want to work in a virtual office. Zoom calls on my laptop and mail app are enough for me when I am at work. I don't have to be connected to a socket. I don't have to wear a helmet. I can easily stand up and go get some food, see beautiful landscapes in the windows, sunsets, rains. I feel pretty comfortable in real life. I like this world and planet. I don't see any other reason to leave it and close myself in some virtual world. So my vision is in AR glasses. They must be controlled with voice and gestures, or maybe even read signals from the head. Why? Because I don't want to use another controller again. It must just work. They must have interchangeable lenses so they can use different diopters. And some kind of projection or micro display inside the glasses. And I don't want a full-size image all the time. Let me explain. When I talk in a group, I don't want to see the whole app user interface. You can just show me the icon of the person who is currently active. So I don't need any other icons without my interaction. AR UI must be as invisible as possible. It really must only help you. This will also save battery life. Another example, taking a photo. Believe me, you don't want a full user interface. You just need to focus somewhere and say or think about taking a photo, and it just must take the photo and show you some signal that the photo was actually taken. More examples? No problem. You don't want to see the time, you just say show time or think about it and it just shows you it for a few seconds. Next, you see a beautiful flower in the grass and want to know what is it. You just say what kind of flower is it. And it shows you a minimalistic pop-up over the flower with the name and some basics and no more. and if you want details, you can ask about it and get access to full information. Here you must think about something like ChatGPT, which is very popular these last months. So you don't have to open pages, tabs, a browser or etc. Just ask and get an answer, that's all. Next, you come to a supermarket and see milk from France. The whole package is in French. You don't understand a word, but there is a code on the box, and you see it, ask read code, and it opens a pop-up with full details about this product. Product name, date of manufacture, date of expiration, composition, maybe even some ratings. Then you bought it, came home, try it, you like it, and you take a look again, ask rate product as good. It reads the code again and puts this rating there. One more. You go through the street, see an empty wall and want to paint something. Ask for a painting app and choose some kind of brush and color and start painting with gestures. And you don't see any interface here. You just paint with your hands. Then you save it and it sends codes and tracking positions to a server. When someone passes this point, they will see a notification that there is some art or maybe 2, 3, 10 placed here. And if they want to see it, they can just ask "show me" and the art will be placed on the wall. With gestures, they can watch the whole gallery. You see, I could go on forever, and you will not see any user interface or virtual reality in my words. Just some assistance and images and help. This is why I want glasses and AR, not because I want to put myself into another world. I have much for that, haha. Thank you for watching. Please leave me feedback if it was interesting thoughts or not, and if it was a good video or not. I will appreciate it. Thank you again. Hope to see you soon. Bye.